Well, Washington State has moved up 3 spots in the latest college football playoff rankings to number 18. The Cougs are now 8-1 with no signs of slowing down the rest of the way.
Outsiders might be shocked by their success, but the Cougars have always known their potential. And Sydney Berger explains why that starts with quarterback John Mateer.
Well, Mateer has only started in just 9 games in his college career, but even with relatively little experience in that QB1 role, he's no doubt the biggest piece in the Cougars' success this season. And not just that, his stats are competitive with some of the best quarterbacks in the country. In this week's Cougar Chalk Talk, why Coach Dickert will double down on the fact John Mateer is the best quarterback on the West Coast.
I think John Mateer is one of the best 10 quarterbacks in the country. I think he's the best quarterback in the West Coast.
Mateer is already a household name in the college football world, and it's just his first season as a starter.
And quarterbacking is hard. There's no doubt about it. This is the hardest thing to do in all of sport. And for him to play it at this level this early in his career is just phenomenal.
When former Coug Cameron Ward transferred to Miami, Mateer was the next man up. Now both guys are at the top of the list for most scores in the country. Mateer is responsible for the second most points scored so far this season, which includes 22 passing and 11 rushing touchdowns. That's right behind Heisman frontrunner Cam Ward. Both guys were a part of the Washington State program last season, and even with Mateer on the bench, Coach Dickert says he's always seen flashes of potential in Mateer, even as a backup.
John has done a good job not trying to be Cam. I think sometimes when you see success in front of you, you just want to replicate how they did it instead of saying, I'm going to have a lot of success through my own journey and path. And I think that's probably what John has done the best so far this season, is just being him.
Wide receiver Kyle Williams has caught passes from both Mateer and Ward. His confidence in number 10, though, was always high.
I seen spurts of it last year, and then this year I was just waiting for everything, all the pieces to get put together. And John is a tremendous player. He has great potential, and I feel like he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks to play in college football. But, just seeing that, his growth through these first 9 weeks has just been amazing. A lot of quarterbacks, sometimes they shy and they just get down on themselves. But John, even though through his mistakes, he still picked himself up. And that's what you want to see a true quarterback and a true leader do.
Well, Mateer has the potential to lead the Cougars to the best season result in program history, but it means at the very least they've got to win the remaining 3 games of the regular season, and that starts with New Mexico this Saturday. Kickoff is at 6:30 in Albuquerque. In studio, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.